Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in the history of warfare when a new weapon emerges and immediately changes the entire rules of the game. In Ukraine, amidst nights where the sky blazed red with artillery fire, with the air thick with the smell of smoke and metal, a name no one had ever heard suddenly roared like lightning tearing across the sky. Oreshnik. Not caliber, not Kinzhal. This was something far beyond all limits. A hypersonic spear piercing through every defensive line, leaving Western defense experts stunned. And on the night it first streaked out from Russia's secret launch pad, the entire sky over Dnipro lit up, and the map of war was stained with yet another blood-red line. When the West began allowing Ukraine to use long-range missiles funded by Western nations to strike deep into Russian territory. When on the brutal battlefield of the Ukraine conflict, where artillery shells never ceased screaming through the skies, a new name suddenly echoed, making the entire security and defense world flinch. Oreshnik. Not the caliber, nor the much written about Kinzhal, but a weapon never before seen on the battlefield, carrying terrifying speed and strategic deterrence. The night it appeared, the sky over Dnipro blazed, and from that moment on, the war map had to be redrawn with another blood-red border. Open quote. When Oreshnik cuts into the sky, it is not merely a missile. It is a cold iron spear slashing open the heavens, leaving behind a colossal trail of light and an echo like the scream of war itself. At 10 times the speed of sound, multiple MIRV warheads burst apart like a meteor shower, and in that instant, the entire Dnipro sky went dark under the shadow of war's dream. The launcher lay silent at Kapustin Yar, but Oreshnik's divine footprints were etched deep into humanity's heart. Space, speed, resolve. The target was not only factories, but also defensive efforts, treaties, and even the fragile hope of peace. Close quote. Origin. First impressions. In late 2024, amidst the firestorms of the Ukraine battlefield, Russia seemed to unveil an ace up its sleeve. The hypersonic Oreshnik missile, never before mentioned, suddenly appeared in a brutal clash over Ukraine's major defense industry complex, the Yuzhmash plant in Dnipro. Russian President Vladimir Putin called it the first combat condition trial and declared that this state-of-the-art weapon could not be intercepted. Later, the U.S. identified Oreshnik as a variant of the RS-26 Rubish, an intercontinental ballistic missile never previously fielded. In a televised address, Putin affirmed that Oreshnik was in a non-nuclear configuration, but had the full capability to carry nuclear warheads if necessary. Technical specifications. A picture of speed through fire. Speed flies at a terrifying Mach 10 to 11, equivalent to 2.5 to 3 kilometers per second. Some reports record a maximum speed of around 13,600 kilometers per hour, Mach 11. Warheads, equipped with a MIRV, multiple independently targetable reentry vehicle, system with 3 to 6 warheads, each potentially containing submunitions. Range. According to Russia, it is a medium-range ballistic missile, MRBM, but Western experts classify it as intermediate range, IRBM, with a range of 3,000 to 5,500 kilometers. Origin. Based on the RS-26 Rubish platform, a descendant of the Topol ICBM. Difficult to intercept, NATO's modern air defense systems are powerless against Oreshnik's speed and trajectory. Combat use in Ukraine. A chilling scenario. November 21 to 22nd, 2024, Dnipro battlefield launched from the Kapustin Yar range, Astrakhan. Russia struck the Yuzhmash plant. The flight lasted only 15 minutes, reaching Mach 11. Some sources claim the warhead was merely a decoy, designed to deliver a psychological shock. Psychological warfare campaign, Oreshnik targeted not only military facilities, but also sent a warning to the West. Even with a conventional warhead, it remains a strategic weapon. Mass production. On August 1, 2025, Putin announced that serial production had begun and deployment would follow soon. Deployment sites, expanding the reach, Kapustin Yar, Astrakhan, Russia's secret launch site. Dnipro Yuzhmash axis, targeting Ukraine's strategic infrastructure. Belarus plan, potential deployment at Europe's doorstep. Conclusion. The Oreshnik missile stands as a model of modern warfare art, merging MIRV technology, hypersonic speed, and psychological warfare. Born from the RS-26, it marks the shift from testing to battlefield service. When it takes flight, it is not just a missile's path, but a challenge, a dark legend of the undetonated atom. Cinematic ending. In the shrouded skies of war, Oreshnik is not merely cold steel. It is a reminder of a new era, where speed and distance blur, where any notion of safety is but an illusion. It streaks across the night like an endless flame, leaving behind not only the sound of an explosion, but a chilling silence. And somewhere, in the meeting rooms of military strategists, a map is spread out once more, with fresh red lines bleeding slowly like spilled blood. Thank you for listening. If you find this video useful and engaging, please give it a like and share it so more people can see it.